Hello everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Today I want to talk to you about 5 things that I think older women should stop doing right now. This is an important conversation as we go into a new year when we're going to be bombarding ourselves with desires to make resolutions and things to do or not to do. I'm going to help you through this by giving you 5 things that I think older women should stop doing right now. Okay, so I'd love your feedback too at the end. Let's have a conversation here. We're here for you at 60andMe, and I appreciate your time. I'm having my cup of coffee this morning because I have a sore throat, but it's okay. I've got through it. It's one of these seasonal things that happens to me, but hopefully you'll hear my voice and be able to understand me. So the first thing I think we have to do is not lose sight of what's important in life. You know, the holidays are the time of the year when we're kind of, as I said, making the resolutions and going through the list of things we didn't accomplish in 2022. Well, 2023 is going to be for 60andMe, and we are going to help women, older women, to kind of uplift themselves and move into a new world, recreate their lives, think of new things they want to be doing that are going to just make them happy and fulfilled, and not to feel invisible, not to feel that ageism is kind of bearing down on us, that we don't have any opportunity to talk about a future life, that we're eliminated somehow from opportunity. 5 things. Stop doubting yourself. That's the first thing. Stop doubting yourself. You are capable. You are enough. You are not, you don't need any if onlys in your life. If only I had the money, I could do this. If only I was, you didn't have the wrinkles, I could get that job, whatever. It's not that at all. You've got to have confidence in yourself. You've got to stop doubting yourself and stop listening to other people's criticisms, other people's comments that are clearly not, going to help you to get through this next phase of your life. So that's the first thing. Stop doubting yourself. Sounds easy. I know it's hard. I'm just, these things are all the ones I'm mentioning are not easy, but they're going to be helpful if you can, start having confidence instead of doubting yourself all the time. Have some self-compassion too. That's another thing that's super important, is just to stop, not giving yourself the self-care that you need to give, that you give to others, plenty to other people, but not to you. Second thing is stop scattering your energy. This is a big one, because this is about stop scattering your energy with people who are not serving you, who are not making you happy, people that you might have known for years and years, people that, were like your associated with children, or you're contextual at the workplace or in some other volunteering world, but you genuinely don't get on anymore. Stop scattering your energy with people who are bringing negativity and vibration into your life that's not helpful. Don't say yes to things when you mean to say no. Just say it. No is a complete sentence. I've said this so many times. You don't have to say, no, I don't want to do that because. Just say no. I mean, yes, you can say things like, no, I don't really want to volunteer for that group again this year, but why don't you consider asking Janet? She would be a great option. Be constructive. You don't have to be black and white, but stop saying yes to things that you want to say no to, please. Shape your life around your values, not around the values of anyone else that you feel over your life you've had to align with, things that you've had to do in order to fit in, either fit into a workplace, into a younger culture perhaps, or into a working lifestyle that is just not you. It's just not you anymore. And it's okay to change. It's okay to say, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to be my own person. So surround yourself with people who are giving you, positive encouragement and support. The next thing is to stop looking for happiness outside yourself. And this does go into the if only conversation. So many people will say, happiness is, it's just not possible in this crazy world. I would be happy if I didn't have, financial problems, if I had more money. I mean, look at everyone's going through situations right now with, heating bills and whether to choose to eat or to heat. I mean, really, I totally get this. I mean, I live in a single room, and I'm fortunate that I can keep kind of warm with my hot water bottle and, things that are, difficult for others, but it is really hard. But don't, think that you'd be happier if you had, a heated house. I mean, you might be more comfortable, but happiness is not to do with things, anything outside of you. And that's the challenge. Make a commitment to a new way of living that sees happiness in the smallest things. I mean, I've talked about this so many times that when I go out into the world, I find that the greatest source of happiness. It gives me the greatest perspective because I look at nature and I see how it's changing, how things are adapting to a new season, and I can kind of apply that to myself. So stop making a happiness something that you feel other people owe you. Like, I would be happy if I had a man in my life, or I'd be happy if I had children or grandchildren. I mean, it's just, these things that we hold onto the past. We kind of, we connect these tentacles to the past, saying, if only that hadn't happened, I would be happy. I mean, I know there's things that happen in life that are tragic, that are horrible, that really do affect us and our happiness dramatically. And I'm not minimizing that in any way. I mean, I know, for example, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about estranged children, especially at this time of the year. It's very, very difficult, to be happy if you're not able to see your grandchildren, or if you are not happy to or able to spend time with the children that you love. I mean, this is a very tragic situation. We've written about it a lot, and I hope some of the articles have helped. But there is a point where you've got to say that your happiness is somehow got to, be shaped and got to kind of evolve and take shape from other things. So stop thinking that happiness is something outside of yourself. That's really, really important. Another thing, sorry, my voice here, I'm going to get a sip of my coffee, that will help me. But, stop getting sore throats, Margaret. But anyway, hold on. That's good. It tastes better. Are you drinking tea, anybody out there today? I've got coffee today for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why, because I drink tea most of the time. But anyway, today's a coffee day. But anyway, things to stop doing if you're over 50 or 60. And you've probably got a list of these too, but these are kind of the top 5. Stop trying to control everything. Oh, gosh. I'm the victim of this one because I do truly like to control outcomes. So in the sense, if somebody comes to me with a challenge, or one of my family has a decision to make, I'm just on it. I'm able to help them make decisions, research, go here, do that, worry about possible outcomes, challenges along the way, steps that you've got to take. Me, I mean, I just would do that. And that's, I think, one of my control freak things, is that I like to see, I like to make a decision with all the facts in front of me, so that I'm actually not making, I'm projecting into the future what might happen. Don't do that anymore, Margaret. Stop thinking that you can control everything. Yes, I know our little brain really wants us to be safe. So it likes to control everything. It likes to measure all the outcomes, plan all these potential road forks in the road that you might have to make. And you think somehow that by planning it you can actually manipulate the circumstances. Well, that doesn't work. So don't do that. I mean, don't think that you can control everything. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't express your personality if you're more of a thinker, not if you can't stand being ad hoc and kind of not planning things. Like, for example, Christmas dinners, for example, I like to do like what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go if we're going out to eat. And my family, on the other hand, likes to be more spontaneous. Let's go for a picnic. Let's do this. And I kind of freak out when that happens, because I personally think that I can control the circumstances of our day. How can I do that? I mean, you can only control the things that are your responses. Now, that's the thing you can use control for. If you have a situation that has happened to you, you can control your response. And that is true. That is something that you can control, but you cannot control everything else, okay? You can't manipulate circumstances to make them different. You can't make people change. That's a big one, isn't it? Anyway, there's probably plenty of other things not to do that I can think of, like not following fashion trends and not worrying about wearing glitter eyeshadow, and stop thinking that people are actually judging you. Stop thinking that even when anyone even cares about what you're worrying about. Life is too complex. People are not thinking about you that much. They're thinking about themselves. So stop thinking that you are the center of the universe. Maybe that's one, but you certainly are the center of your universe, and that's all that matters. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Apologies for the voice, by the way. I've just realized it's getting a bit harsh. Anyway, but I hope no one else is dealing with throats at the moment. Anyway, what is the one thing that you could do that you think that you would like to say, so I'm going to stop doing that? Now, maybe that's a way to look at resolutions, and the other, and not to, beat yourself with, I'm going to lose so many pounds, or I'm going to, lose weight. How about I'm going to make a start at living a more healthy lifestyle? I'm going to stop worrying about dieting. And I'm going to, just do things that establish some better habits for eating and walking and living and being. So anyway, you get some ideas. Hope that you've enjoyed these, these sort of simple things that I think you could stop doing as an older woman. And I say it with kindness and love in my heart. Trust me, I really, really do. I know it's tough. Take good care, everyone. Have a really fabulous day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Just enjoy it, and just do all the things that you love in your life. Take good care, everybody. Lots of love.